the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here come the Browns on offense with Baker Mayfield, the former #1 overall pick at quarterback.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
First carry now for Nick Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Mayfield now from the 50. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
For Rashard Higgins. It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
first down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
Complete to Kareem.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert, from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Seibert's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
Browns 3, Ravens nothing.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoff and getting points on the board right away.
The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason. Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
12 yards there and a first down.
Ravens.
Now it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun.
Brings up 2nd and...
He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Taken down.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant.
That's good.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
At the 13-yard line.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
7-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but the only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone, and Hilliard will elect to not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now back out comes the offense. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, they're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Mayfield.
At the 41-yard line.
Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Mayfield to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the Ravens 40.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Nick Chubb.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Yard gain on the play.
Mayfield down.
3rd down.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Derek Wolfe gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 5-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Browns 3.
2nd and 11 now. From the gun, it's Jackson. Mack Wilson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Brings up. All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. But just like you said, they've got the lead. Don't do anything silly. Run the football, and that's what they did.
They would have liked to have created a little more room for their punter, but he'll take what they gave him, and he'll go out there now and try and get the ball off and help his defense.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. "37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Here's Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and...
Now Mayfield got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
To Rashard Higgins. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
He was brought
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Landry again the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Mayfield looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
Field goal, a 40-yard attempt.
Pick up the 1st and keep possession. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
to
7.
Throw, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
At the 28-yard line.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Brings up
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Andrew Sendejo on the tackle. It's a gain of 5.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Edwards. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. First down, here's a run with Peterson. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Michael Kendrick.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
50 yards. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And it's complete. Hooper. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. First down, Mayfield. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
He'll find Taylor. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Ravens 14, Browns 10.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. this might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans doing battle with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Andrews. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Good for a Baltimore Ravens.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On the option, it's Jackson. Wiggles free. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. They'll hand it off now. Hill. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hill, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. Now Jackson. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Well, looking at it from from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. Happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd.
Mayfield on play action. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball in 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot, for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with a game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line.
B.J. Goodson made the tackle. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now left side on the swing pass.
Mayfield.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Mayfield now from the 50. And he completes it to Hunt. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there.
Dobbins, the ball.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
Jackson from the shotgun. Being chased out left. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Oh,
Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And this time he is in. Yes. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens will extend their lead. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another one on 2nd. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets him 6 points.
And I just wonder in contract negotiations, do you show the 6 points scored or do you show the yards per carry?
I'm showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
And the lead is up to 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
They go play action. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's a gain of 35.
Complete to Odell Beckham Jr. It's a gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
The ball carrier.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
He's got it, and it's 24-17. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is Jakeem Grant. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
Man, it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do.
And he's into the clear. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete.
Mayfield
took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 2.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And here now the offense heading back out there. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
He may try and run for this. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Mayfield on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Calais Campbell in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up
defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown.
To number 81,
Austin Hooper, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Browns are back within a score.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Seibert on for the PAT.
Point after.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
And by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now Jackson on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her.